long-known YouTube viewer. My name is Zoe and I am a PhD student at the London School of Economics, and this is my first video as part of my research for my PhD, which is about YouTube and specifically YouTube creators. So the rest of this video is going to be me walking around the park on another day, explaining in more detail what the project's about and what this channel is for. But I just wanted to do this little intro because it felt a bit weird to just launch into the explanation. So I really hope you like this video, subscribe if you're interested in the project. Thanks very much. And I am here. So I just wanted to outline what my PhD will look like, as much as I know at the moment, although it is likely to change a bit. Basically, I'm interested in how being a YouTuber or being a social media influencer has become a job, a viable job for some people, and what are the structures that dictate how people sort of navigate that job. My method is what is called a networked ethnography. What that means is that there isn't one place that I can go to study YouTube creators. Arguably, you could just go to YouTube itself online and study YouTube creators, but in my opinion, that doesn't really make sense because YouTube creators don't just exist on YouTube. They exist across different platforms, like obviously Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. A lot of them have very large followings across those other platforms, blogs obviously. So I have to move with creators across different platforms, but equally they also exist offline, and a lot of the things that go into making a YouTube channel happen offline and not in videos. So for me, I feel like I need to understand how creators basically just exist, how they go about their day, how do they make decisions about what kinds of content to create or what platforms to post certain types of content to. Those are the kinds of questions that I'm really interested in. So in terms of offline, as well as going to YouTube events like VidCon and Creators for Change Summit and spending time at the YouTube space, I'm also just hanging out with YouTubers, going to the pub, having chats. I will be doing some formal interviews later in my research. So as well as my offline participant observation, I'm also doing a lot of online participant observation. What that means is basically that I watch loads and loads of YouTube, which is great because I already did that and I have been doing that since 2008. Firstly, I write field notes, regular field notes, about any observations I make and sort of preliminary analysis, analytic thoughts about what's going on, kind of framed in terms of theory, media theory, broadly. I'm also basically taking screenshots of anything that I find interesting, such as YouTube videos, comments, Twitter pages, blogs, journalistic sources, because it's important to understand how the mainstream media views YouTube as well. It's all part of the story. So there's lots of different types of data in an online, offline, networked ethnography, and the challenge really is bringing those different types of data together in an intelligible way. I would also really like to shadow some creators as they make content so I can see what their process is, because although part of understanding that creative process is this, so me creating videos, I'm not a professional YouTuber, needless to say. I don't earn money from it. It's not my main job. My main job is to be a researcher of YouTube. So I would really love to see how YouTubers create content from start to finish, because I think that there is a lot that goes into making YouTube videos that the audience doesn't see. You know, when you're just watching 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever of someone talking to camera, it seems really natural. That's part of the appeal, you know, really authentic, really just immediate. But actually, the people who are really good at YouTube and take it really seriously, they usually script their videos. There's many hours of scripting and thinking that goes into videos, many hours of editing, and that's all part of the process. So I'd love to see that process. If anyone's watching this who is at all interested in anything that I'm saying and is a YouTube creator, then please get in touch with me, either in the comments or on Twitter, or send me an email. I will have my email linked below. I would love to meet you, or talk to you online, or Skype with you, or anything really. I'm on the move again because there was a really annoying man talking very loudly behind me. So I think at a later date I will make a whole video about how I organise and analyse data, because I think it's really interesting, although maybe some other people won't find it that interesting. But basically, just to give a small overview, I collect data, I put it in NVivo, which is a software for data sort of organising, and then I have lots of folders, which is great because I love folders, and those folders are basically for different types of data, and things like dates, and then I code all of my data. So what that means is I go through with a fine-tooth comb, I highlight words and assign codes to those words. These could be anything from what do I have? Something like a genre, so get ready with me, or what I eat in a day, or whatever. Or it could be a name of a creator that I'm interested in, or it could be an interaction, a type of interaction between creators and audiences. You get the idea. And then the idea with ethnographic research is that over time it's an inductive approach. So you don't start with a hypothesis. Instead, you gather a lot of data and you code it, do thematic analysis, and themes sort of emerge out of the data, or at least that's the hope. And then you have something really clever to say at the end of your PhD, hopefully. Basically, it's a very labour-intensive methodology. It involves a lot of what is called deep hanging out in different places with people, that could be online or offline, and trying to understand the world from their point of view, and trying to understand the structures, the social and cultural structures, and the political economic factors that inform that culture. You know what's really cool? In Brockwell Park and in Lambeth or South London in general, there's this population of, I think they're called ring-tailed parakeets, and they're basically green little parakeets. I don't know if you can see them up there on the top of that stump. So I just wanted to take a minute to talk a little bit about this channel. So this is quite a big part of my research methodology. It's the autoethnographic part, which means it's basically where I do something myself and then I write about my experiences doing that thing. It wouldn't really be very useful on its own as a method, but when I triangulate, that's what we call it, or look at it in conjunction with all the other types of data collection I'm doing, it's very useful because it can give me an insight into the experience of how people go about making videos, and editing videos and scripting videos. It also gives me an opportunity to interact with people via comments and perhaps even to do collabs with people. I would love to do collabs with people. If anyone wants to do a collab with me, please just let me know, especially if you're based in London, because that would be easy breezy. Yeah, basically it's just my way of getting more embedded into the YouTube community from the perspective of creators, because I've been a viewer for so long. I feel like I really understand what it means to be a YouTube viewer, although it is a varied phenomenon, of course. But I've never, well, actually, I was just about to say I've never been a creator before. I actually started vlogging 9 years ago, back in 2009, when I was 19. And I was on my gap year, and I decided to start vlogging because I watched all these YouTubers like the Vlog Brothers and 5 Awesome Girls and Mika Kitty, and I was really obsessed with them, so I decided to start vlogging. But it didn't last very long because I got too embarrassed when my IRL school friends found the videos, so I deleted them, which is kind of sad because in a way I wish I'd carried on, but never mind. Insert embarrassing clips here of my vlogs from 9 years ago.
We're on our way to carol singing, and it's very exciting because it's only 4 days until Christmas, and that's very festive. It's true. You're very much part of the YouTube generation. Yeah! Woo! Hear that? This is my friend who doesn't do YouTube stuff. My friend? My friend Deb, who are you addressing this video to that doesn't know me? All of my other friends.
Hi YouTube. It's been a while since I made my last vlog, for no particular reason, but anyway. I'm going to university this Sunday in London, and I'm going to study anthropology at the School of Oriental and African Studies. And I've decided that the part of anthropology that I'm most interested in is the anthropology of the internet, particularly YouTube, and how it affects our communications and communities, and how our communities can cross boundaries that they never could before.
It's been quite a good evening. Made a lip sync, very exciting. My first lip sync in response to Mika Kitty's Buffy the Vampire Slayer musical, so that was very awesome.
I've been making shows of trading blows, just hoping no one knows that I've been going through the motions, walking through the part. Nothing seems to penetrate my heart. I was always brave and kind.
I hope you enjoyed that. I actually thought I deleted them for good, but then I found them on my hard drive somewhere deep, buried deep in my hard drive the other day, and I was so happy because although at the time it was excruciatingly embarrassing, looking back, it's just really nice. It was a good time that I was having, so that was cool. So what will this channel have on it? Well, firstly I should say I'm going to be posting videos once a week. I'm not sure what day yet. I guess you'll know based on what day this is uploaded. Yeah. I definitely want to talk about my research. So my research findings, how it's going, the process, any problems I'm having, how I'm analysing data, etc. I will also be doing vlogs about like exciting research trips. So I will almost definitely vlog VidCon, though I've heard that it's quite difficult to because it's so crazy, but that'll be interesting. I'll probably do some vlogging at the YouTube space. I might have other researchers on if that's interesting to people, so maybe other people researching YouTube, or maybe just some of my colleagues from LSE, or my supervisor perhaps, if you're interested, Sonia. That would be fun. You could hear someone else's ideas. I'll definitely do some sort of day in the life videos about what it's like to be a PhD student in London at the London School of Economics. I'll take you with me to uni and really annoy and embarrass all of my colleagues. You can see my LSE profile if you're interested to. It also has my email address on there. I'll link it in the down bar. I was about to say the doobly-doo. That's a bit old school, isn't it? Yeah, you can read more about me there. I will also have my Twitter on there, which is where I post a lot of stuff about my research and general links that I think are interesting, a lot of stuff about YouTube, if you are that way inclined. I'm going to end this vlog here so it doesn't go on forever and ever, but thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're interested, of course, in my project and seeing how it develops over the next 2 years. And please leave a comment and let me know what you would like to see in future videos. Thank you so much. Bye.